like a Hellcat.
Hello friends, good morning to them those who are watching the video in the morning, good afternoon to them those who are watching the video in the afternoon, and good evening to them those who are watching in the evening. So all of you very good morning. Just today we are going to start a new lesson of CBSE pattern, that is our rise of nationalism in Europe. So what was the symptoms, what was the points that we all will discuss in this lesson. द राइज ऑफ नेशनलिज्म इन यूरोप. नेशनलिज्म हम समझते हैं राष्ट्रवाद. तो राष्ट्रीयवाद जो है यूरोप में कब स्टार्ट हुआ था, उनका जो आगमन हुआ था या जो स्टार्ट हुआ था या जो भी हम बोल सकते हैं वो कब हुआ था, है ना. तो इस लेसन में हम यही चीज़ जानने जा रहे हैं सब. अब इन 1848 ओके, फ्रेडरिक सोरिया, अ फ्रेंच आर्टिस्ट, okay, a French artist prepared a series of four prints visualizing his dream of a world made of a democratic and social republic. Okay, here so we can say that Frederick Soria, a French artist he is, and what he has done that he has prepared a series of four prints. Okay, four prints, and he is looking in that prints his dreams. Okay, what are his dreams? To make the world a democratic and social republics. What were his dreams? To make the world as democratic and social republics, as he called them. Means what he told or what he visualized, what he think in his mind about the world. Like that, he has prepared a series of four prints like that. Then the first print, what does tells about this, shows that the people of Europe and America, men and women of all ages and social classes, okay, marching in a long train. What it says that next, that the first print of the series, it shows that the people of Europe and America, whether they are men or women, doesn't matter, all of the ages, means their ages are all, including all the ages, social classes also, all these things marching in a long train, means they are going in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty, and also they are giving the homage to the Statue of Liberty. Homage means we can say that Shraddhanjali. Then as they pass by it, when they pass by it, जब वो गुजरते हैं स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी के पास से, तो लिबर्टी ऑफ स्टैच्यू को होमेज यानी श्रद्धांजलि देते हुए वहाँ से निकलते हैं. एंड मार्चिंग इन लॉन्ग ट्रेन, यानी एक बड़ी ट्रेन में वो सब लोग जा रहे होते हैं. नाउ विल सी अबाउट दिस एज यू हैव रिकॉल आर्टिस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ऑफ द फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन, है ना. आप जब याद करते हो इस चीज़ को कि जो आर्टिस्ट था उस समय फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन का, उसने क्या किया था, लिबर्टी एज अ फीमेल फिगर, ही हैज़ पर्सनिफाइड लिबर्टी एज अ फीमेल फिगर. व्हाट इज थिंक अबाउट दैट लिबर्टी ऑफ स्टैच्यू और स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी, दैट it is a one type of female figure. So here you can recognize the torch of enlightenment. Okay, यहाँ आप ज्ञान प्रबुद्ध की बात कर सकते हो कि आप इसमें पहचान सकते हो the torch of enlightenment, जिसे यहाँ ये ज्ञान उन्होंने पहचाना. Then she bears in one hand the charters of the rights of man, in the other. Okay, now what she is bearing in his one hand, the charter of the rights of man. Okay, in one hand actually we can say that she is having the enlightenment, and in the second hand she is having the charter of the rights of man. Now on the earth, in the foreground of the image, if you see that, okay, on the foreground of the image, means here we are talking about the on the basis of image lie the shattered remains of the symbols of absolutist institution. Okay, so which type of symbols are there which are lying of the image, that is absolutist institutions. Institution, we understand that it's one type of maybe शिक्षा से हम समझते हैं, मतलब एक संस्था जिसको हम कह सकते हैं इंस्टीट्यूशन. एन एब्सोल्यूटिस्ट मीन्स लिटरली जो होता है कि गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में सब होता है और वो राइट्स और पावर्स का यूज कर सकते हैं, दैट वी कॉल इट एज अ एब्सोल्यूटिस्ट. सो इन सोरियाज यूटोपियन विजन, यूटोपियन विजन से हम क्या समझते हैं? यूटोपियन मीन्स अ विजन ऑफ द सोसाइटी दैट इज सो आइडियल दैट इट इज अनलाइकली टू एक्चुअली एग्जिस्ट, है ना. तो एक सोसाइटी जो बहुत ही आइडियल है, जिसको हम बोल सकते हैं यूटोपियन विजन. यूटोपियन विजन है ना, एक ऐसा विजन लेकर चल रहा है वो, जिसमें एक सोसाइटी है जो बहुत ही आइडियल है. इस सोसाइटी का निर्माण करने के लिए जो है द पीपल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड आर ग्रुप एज डिस्टिंक्ट नेशन, है ना. जो लोग हैं दुनिया के वो एक साथ ग्रुप होकर जो है वो एक डिस्टिंक्ट नेशन यानी एक अलग अलग प्रकार के राष्ट्र बना रहा है, जिसमें कि ये आइडेंटिफाई करना है हमको कि उनके फ्लैग्स, झंडे और नेशनल कॉस्ट्यूम्स क्या हो सकता है ना. तो ये हमको कंफर्म करना है. देन लीडिंग द प्रोसेशन, और हम जुलूस की बात करें तो वे पास द स्टेच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी के स्टेच्यू के पास से जब वो गुजरता है जुलूस, आर द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स एंड स्विट्जरलैंड, जो कि यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स और स्विट्जरलैंड की लोग और पीपल है, विच इज बाय दिस टाइम वेयर ऑलरेडी नेशन स्टेट्स, which by this time means up till this time were already they were nation states. Okay, like France, we can say France identifiable by the revolutionary tricolor. No, now we are talking about the flag and about the costumes what were be given to the state or nations. So that type of things are here, that we can say that it is identifiable by the revolutionary tricolor. Tricolor means three colors had just reached the statue, and we can say that this tricolor of the costumes and the flag just reached to the statue, nearby the statue. Now she is followed by the people of Germany bearing the black, red and gold flag. Okay, and interestingly, at the time when Soria created this image. Okay, so we can say that when Soria in his mind planning some image, so that time she has been followed by the people of Germany bearing the black, red and gold flags. Okay, in their hand they were having the black color flag, red color flag and gold color flag. Okay, so this was the thing, this was the thought of the Soria and its image and his image. Then the German people did not yet exist as a united nation. German peoples were not existed as a united nation. Why? That we'll see here. The flag they carry is an expression of liberal hopes in 1848 to unify the numerous Germans speaking principalities into the nation under a democratic constitution. So we are talking about the Germanies. We are talking about the German peoples. So what is their they haven't existed a united nation first of all. Then after that, what we can say that the flag they carry, it's just an expression of the liberal hopes. Liberal hopes means free hopes. Liberal means free, freedom, that we can say that. So it gives an expression of the liberal hopes. So in 1848 what happened? To unify the numerous Germans, means those Germans people who are so many, so they when they have to just have the unify, they have to just make unify, or they have to unite together. What happened after that? Speaking principalities. Okay, they have to speak the principalities. So into a nation state they have to speak the principalities, and they have to join together, make a group of the numerous Germans and make a nation state under a democratic constitution. And what will be the procedure? That will be a democratic constitution. Okay, so under these conditions the German people have to speak their principalities and to make a unified or united nation. That we understood up till here. Now, following the German peoples are the peoples of Austria, the kingdom of the two Sicilies, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia. So here, if we talk about the German peoples are those peoples who lived in such of the countries like Austria, then the kingdoms of the two Sicilies, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia. These are the countries. Okay. Now after this we'll see about the from the heavens. From the heavens above, Christ, saint, angels gaze upon the scene. Okay. Now here somewhat he is becoming devotional, and French Frederick is telling about that there are the Christ, God, angels, saints. They are looking from the heaven upon the scene. So they have been used by the artist to symbolize fraternity among the nation of the world. So what they are thinking, those who are just looking from the heaven, they are making by the artist to symbolize fraternity among the nation of the world, means भाईचारा, और इस प्रकार से दुनिया में भाईचारा रहे, इस symbolism the artist is symbolizing like this. Okay, so like this we can say that it is a one type of rise of the nationalism in the Europe, and in which we have seen about the Frederick's, who has visualization about the nation, that what type of nation it will be, a united nation or what. So we have seen that they want to make a united nation, and among them they are having that so many countries, peoples are, means all over the whole world, people are joining together to make a united nation. Among them we have seen about the German peoples, they are having the symbolizing, or they are having the principalities under the government constitution or democratic constitution. So we have seen that here he is visualizing such a nation which should have its own flags of different colors, which should have its own nation, which should be unified, personified. So like this we can say that this is what he is thinking about the nation. And after all, he is also saying that there is a God in the heaven that may be called as Christ, angels, or we can say saints, who are looking from there all of the scene which has been happening in the Europe, and they are telling that they can symbolize the fraternity among the different nations of the world. Okay then, my dear friends, up till here we are having today just the stoppage, and we'll stop here, and just we'll continue it in the next videos, second videos. Okay, because it is very lengthy video it will be if I continue more. And also I will like to tell you that don't forget to like and share the videos as much as you can share.